All right, welcome everyone to another Super Saturday. So exciting. The second Saturday of the month. We talk about Social X, the products, the business, the opportunity. We got some great stuff in store for you today. We have got our own David D'Arcangelo here to talk to us about our new product. We have our own Fred Holmes talking to us about how to get started in this business. And we have our own Stuart Finger, our fearless leader, here to talk about us to us about all the exciting things that are happening here at Social X. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I am going to share my screen and we are going to talk about, and I've got it started on the wrong slide. It's okay. We're going to talk about our Super Saturday citrus silk. Yes, I'm so excited. So we're going to start with the news and announcements. And of course, that is our biggest news and announcement is the launch of a new amazing product. And with that, Stuart Finger just got off of a wonderful road trip, so he's going to tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I got to go to Indiana. It was awesome. They ran me ragged, though. I got very little sleep, just so you all know. And then on the way home in the plane, I was so pumped up and excited I couldn't fall asleep either. So Cody and Savannah and Chad and Kim put on an amazing meeting there, folks. It was awesome. Everybody knows it's like my favorite thing to do. They're like, oh, Stu's coming and it's work and it's not work. It's fun. It's exciting. It's my favorite thing. But I got to tell you, we had something hilarious happen before the meeting ever even started. I'm setting up the projector and the laptop and everything for the meeting, and this really nice lady comes up to me and she has bright red hair and she says, "Hi, my name's Red." And I said, "Hi, Red, how are you? Nice to meet you." And she goes like, "Where is it?" And I'm like, "Where's what?" And she was kind of like, "Where is it?" And she's like, "The citrus silk." And I go, "Oh, we don't have that here tonight. We've got a bunch of Glutamist, Xanthomist, shakes, and moringa, and exhilarate, all the stuff, and you can leave with them tonight, but we don't have the citrus silk here yet, but you can order it online." And she goes, "Where is it?" And I go, well, and she goes, "Well, that means there's at least one bottle. Where is it?" And I go, "It's in my luggage." And she's like, "Where's your luggage?" And I'm like, "Well, I did just come straight from the airport." She goes, "Get it." So I get the bottle out of my luggage right in front of her. I'm ashamed to say she must have saw my underwear and clothes, everything. It was nuts, but she's like, "Get it," right? And then I get it, and then she's like, "Okay, here." She holds out her hands, "Hit me." And then I put 4 pumps in her hands, and I go just like this. "Wait, but before you do anything, rub it in, cup your hands, put it over your mouth, breathe in deep because it's good for your lungs and your respiratory system and everything. Then you can put it wherever." So she does exactly that. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, this stuff smells amazing. This is awesome." And then she puts it on, but just one hand. And I was thinking, well, that's a little weird, right? And then a minute later, she goes, look at the difference. You can see this one is nourished, this one is not, and all this stuff. She actually taught me something. I want people to put it on just one hand, at least for the first few minutes, right? And then it was crazy. I was like, "Okay, good. I'm glad you like it." And she's like, "Well, what's going to happen with that bottle?" And I'm like, "I'm keeping it. You need me to have it because it's getting rid of the things on my face. They're like 80+% gone, and I need to keep going. I've only been on it 19 days at that point." And she's like, "Well, okay." And then I'll tell you what happened in just a minute, but here's what happened. Then she calls over some other ladies and she's like, "Okay, hit them." I'm like, "What is going on, Red? I can't give up this bottle. I can't use the product." She goes, "Just do it." So I go pump, 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 pump. And then I go, "Okay, rub your hands together, cup it over your mouth, breathe it in, check it." And they're like, "Oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. It smells so good." I go, "I know. I put it on every morning because throughout the day it protects me from the sun. It's a natural sunblock and all of that." But I said, my favorite time to put it on is at night, right before bed. I put it on, I lay down, and it's like I'm sleeping in an orange grove or something, everybody. It's amazing. When you smell this, you're going to flip out. And then I go, "Okay, well, that's it, everybody. I got to prepare for the meeting. I got to finish setting up." Then she calls over someone else. The same thing happens. And then all of a sudden, another person comes over and says, "Hey, can you please let my friend try it? He's blind. He can't see anything at all, but he would love to smell this and experience it." And I'm like, "Well, how am I going to say no to that?" Right? So I walk over to him. He's sitting in the front row. And folks, the meeting doesn't even start for like 30 more minutes. I put it in his hands. He rubs them together. I tell him, "Smell it." He does that. And he goes, "Oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing." And that's it. And I said, "Hey, Bruce, it's nice to meet you." And then I go back to setting up the projector. Folks, within about 10 minutes, he raises his hand and he goes, "Hey, is this normal?" And I'm like, "What, Bruce? What is what normal?" He goes, I've had neuropathy for years. I haven't been able to feel my fingers or anything, and I can feel them right now. What did you put on my hands? And I said, well, I don't know. We're not making that claim. All I can tell you is this is for wrinkles and dark spots, and it's good for your breathing and all that kind of stuff, but I'll find out. So, Bruce, the answer is I came home. I asked Rick, the one who created it, has he ever heard of that before? He started laughing and he's like, oh, we got hundreds of those, hundreds of those. So, that's another benefit. The bottom line is this. I felt terrible when I got on the plane because I realized the one guy I should have gave my bottle to was Bruce. And if I'm not giving this to a person that's blind, I'm not giving it to anybody. And I don't mean any disrespect. I was just like, I can't let loose of the bottle because I'm not going to have another one for a few weeks. So everybody, I want you to know this is way more exciting than we thought. Now, it does not belittle anything else we're doing. You could build a whole company around Glutamist, a whole company around Xanthomist, a whole company around Moringa Mist, a whole company around Exhilarate. But now I know we could build a whole company around this. The thing that excited me, though, it's instant results right on the spot. You can have home parties, invite everybody over and go pump, 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 pump around the room. Nobody's not buying a bottle. Nobody. I'm telling you, everybody. I just want to say I'm a little excited in case you can't tell. So yeah, Collie, it was amazing. And thank you for all the warmth that happened at that meeting, and Cody and Savannah in your home, and I got to play with the kids, and it was just amazing. And their dog Coco. I mean, the only sad part was I had to come home. That was the only sad part. But anyway, it was amazing. Everybody also, there's that little video in your back office. It's like 14 minutes. It explains about Citrus Silk and everything. David's going to do a great job today for all of you, but I want you to remember you do have that video. What happened is we only have 756 of these bottles to sell. We've already sold hundreds of them, but the reason why they didn't all sell is most people don't get on live. Like even today, this room's packed right now, but 90% of the people watched the recording throughout the week. Last week, Saturday at Glitch, when we announced you could buy this, so 90% of the people didn't get to see it, or there already wouldn't be any left. So for those of you today, it worked out because you'll be able to get this. I'm sure it'll last a couple of days and then it should all be gone. And then we'll have it again in March, okay? This is a limited time offer. And I would also say this to you all. I only wanted everybody to get one bottle. Some people were buying 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 because they wanted to give it to their team members and everything. But let's make sure people get at least one. But here's what I know moving forward. You're always going to want to have 2 of these on hand. One for you and the other one to pump, pump, pump. You could build your whole business going pump, pump, pump. I'm trying to not be weird, but that's how I feel. So anyway, Collie, that's what happened in Indiana, and it was amazing. And I can't wait for the rest of the meetings that are about to happen everywhere, everyone. So back to you, Collie.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. And yes, you know what? There's so many things we can do to lead people to our wonderful products. It's mist, mist, mist. It's pump, pump, pump.
Yeah.
It's share, 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 and tell a story. And then when people, are interested in that, we tell them the rest of the story. And the rest of the story is our entire amazing product line. And I'm so excited that our Thursday night product trainings are back. And so this Thursday night, you've got to tune in because Pat Anderson, who is the Moringa Queen, is going to be teaching us about Moringa Mist and about Moringa. And you don't want to miss this product training. So that's the first one. And then every Thursday night, make sure you put it on your calendars, whatever your calendars are in your phones, your computers, put it on, set it up as a repeat event, and make sure that you get your notifications so you won't miss an event as long as you get it on your calendar. So that's the next one. Of course, socialxwebinar.com is where you're going to get the information and links to join all of our webinars. So now I'm excited.
Wait, hey, Collie,
Yeah.
I got to interrupt you for 1 second. This is live. We can't do anything about this, but I want to just say, we're going to make that Tuesday night and that Thursday night super special. I know, Collie, you just shared what it's about, but everybody listen. I've been getting asked to do live Zooms for different teams all over the place, and it feels like we're having about 100% sign up rate, join rate when that happens, when we do those. So we're going to make like Tuesday night where all of you leaders can push all your people to, and it'll be a great biz op. And then Thursday nights, it's all about the products and stuff. And if you want to know if this is serious, I wasn't going to share this, but I'm just going to say it. When Red had me get this out and try it, remember I just met her, the last thing she did at the end of the night was she came up, she took off her wedding ring, and she said, took it off her hand and said, this is worth thousands of dollars. I'll trade it for the bottle. I mean, literally. And I don't don't know if she was joking. I don't know if she was joking. I was like, and then there was people offering me cash too. So I just want to say what we have is super special, but only if people know about it, right? So Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, make those a big deal. That's us doing all the work for you all. You just got to get them there. Okay. So, Collie, I'm sorry for the interruption, but Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be a huge deal.
Absolutely. So Tuesday night, bring your guests to hear about the business. Thursday nights, bring your customers. And when customers learn about our products, they're in. And then, of course, who do you know? If people use and share the products with others, they can get the products for free. And it's the first step into the business, even for those not interested in the business. So thank you for that, Stu. All right. So let's get into our rank advancements from December. So I'm so excited about all the December rank advancements because December traditionally is one of the lower months. And we've got some people that have did some big things in December. Of course, we had some people do some big things in November too, which is just leading us to the great 2026 that we're headed for. So let's just meet some of our new people. And what I love about, I want to talk about rank advancements and understand the ranks. This is just when, if I become a customer, I'm a customer, I upgrade my account to associate, which means I can get paid for my word of mouth referrals. And so if I share with one person who becomes a member of Social X, whether they're a customer and associate, I'm now a manager of one person. So I'm a manager one, and I get some more benefits in the comp plan. Manager two, I have my second person, I get more benefits. Manager three, more benefits. And that's where we start our recognition here because of the power of three. It's very special. And I'm going to turn this to Stu to talk about our newest manager threes.
Thank you, Collie. And when Collie was saying, hey, do you want to do some of the recognition? I honestly, everybody cringe because I can't pronounce the names correctly a lot of the time. But I was like, yeah, of course I will. And then she's like, you get to do manager three. And I was like, awesome, because everybody, this is where it really begins. When I do the slide in the presentation where you can make a lot of money, right? It's mostly talking about just manager threes. So all of you manager threes, this is the beginning of greatness. And I just want to say congratulations. Arwen from Canada, Bonnie from America, Danny from America, Michelle from America, Robert from America, Shauna from Canada, and Lemoyne from America. Look, this is the beginning. It's a stepping stone. But the reality is, if you just teach everybody to go manager three, just like you just did, you can amass a fortune and a lifetime of residual income. So make no mistake about it, everybody. Manager three is a huge deal. Congratulations, all of you.
And over to Fred to talk about our manager fours.
Oh, I forgot. Hi, everybody. Listen, this is so exciting to me because when you start accumulating that next customer, the next associate, you start increasing your potential for income. And we've got a manager for this last week or this last month. We got Emmanuel from the U.S., Mary from the U.S., and Ruth from Canada. And I'm so excited for every single one of you. So congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. And every new person you get is more levels of the compensation plan that you're earning on. So we've got a couple of manager sixes, and that is Patricia and Samuel, both from the United States. Congratulations to both of you. And then we're going to talk about manager seven. I'm going to turn it to Stu for this for a moment, but I just want to say this. Manager seven, I now have met my personal enrolled requirements to unlock every level in the compensation plan. So to get to the very, very top of the plan, I just need a $45 order. I just need seven people who are active with the $45 order. And then, of course, I need some builders to create some volume to rank up in the compensation plan, which the most I need on my entire team is two, by the way, to get to the very top. But manager seven, I've unlocked everything in the compensation plan as far as my personally enrolled requirements. So, Stu, I would love for you to introduce our newest manager sevens.
I would love to. And also, when I'm doing like even the advanced comp plan training, I talk about how it's all about manager three and manager seven. Manager seven's where you really want to live because you can get to the top of the whole entire company just becoming a manager seven and having two of those seven people build. that can carry you all the way to 500K, the very top position in our company. So believe me, this is the gateway to greatness. It really, really is. So, Berdina, congratulations. I'm super excited. I can't wait to meet you in person from America. Patty, same thing. Awesome job. And they did this quickly, by the way, everybody, and from America as well, Patty. And then this next one's kind of funny to me. Her name is Kimberly, and I'm gonna say her last name Dorsick. And the reason why it's funny is she's a good friend of mine for like 3 years. I've known her, but in my phone she's under Camping Kim because we all camp together. There's a whole group of like 20 or 30 of us, and I forgot her last name because I call her Camping Kim, right? But congratulations, amazing job. She just recently started building. It just started happening, and boom, already she hit manager 7 from America. Cheryl, man, what a great job. And all these people did this in like record time. And then Daphne, incredible, incredible, everybody. Isn't that interesting how in the month that you wouldn't think it would happen, people are ranking up, right? At the lowest, slowest time of the year. But no, not at Social X. It's happening. So congratulations to all of you. And I just have to throw a shout out for that's Ruby in the picture with Kim there. I call her Campy Kim. So best dog ever. But anyway, congratulations, everybody.
All right, exciting. Now, once I've met my 7 people personally enrolled, now I can hit every rank in the comp plan. So now as we rank up from there, it's all about volume. And we do have no more than 60% from one leg. That's why we mentioned it takes 2, right? It only takes 2 to get to the very, very top. And you can have 60% in one leg, and the 40% can come from all the rest of them combined. So once you have 5,000 in volume, meeting that 60% rule, you hit 5K. And over to Fred to introduce our newest 5K.
This is very exciting for me. Clinton Sides from Kansas. Him and his wife Kim have been part of a company that I was with prior before. This is amazing what Clinton did. He managed to get 20% of his volume for his 5K in the last day of the month.
Oh, wow.
The last day of the month. He wrapped it up. And so congratulations to you, Clinton, and to Kim. And we're so excited about what's happening with you. And 5K represents that first entry into the top leadership ranks of our compensation plan, and an extra $500 bonus on top of everything else for the month. So again, congratulations, Clinton.
Yeah.
Awesome job, Clinton. And the next one I'm really excited about because this is Naira out of the Canary Islands.
Oh, well.
And Naira has been building with Olga, and the two of them are just 2 super women that are on fire. And there's a whole team that are going to be, you're going to start seeing so many more rank ups and stuff out of the Canary Islands. We've already been seeing them every month. We've got a lot of them out of the Canary Islands, but it's really exciting to me because the Canary Islands has had so many challenges. It's like back in the olden days, shipping product to Alaska and Hawaii from the US. It was very expensive. It took forever to get there. Well, it's still that way in the Canary Islands. So the Canary Islands to Spain is like Hawaii is to the US as far as geographically located, and it taking a lot longer. And yet, even though it takes longer to get their products, they love our products and they're building a heck of a team. So congratulations to Naira, our newest 10K. And she's in our worldwide global bonus pool as a result. And that's where the global bonus pool starts. So we want to get to 10K as quick as we can. And then we share in all the sales of the entire company. Yeah. So congratulations, Naira. So with that, I get to introduce our next speaker who's going to talk to us about this amazing citrus silk product. So I am so privileged to get to work with David D'Arcangelo. I knew him by reputation in the industry. We both have been in the industry a long, long time. But when I heard that he was part of Social X and that he was involved in developing of our products, I was really excited. And he's the one that listened about mangosteen and brought it out in a way that's never been brought, in a delivery system that's never been done in the history of our industry. And then, of course, since then, brought out glutathione the same way and brought out moringa mist the same way. And he looked at this product, and I love everything that he said about it because it kind of validated what I was feeling. But unless I hear it from David D, I'm not completely convinced. So with that, David is going to talk to us about our amazing new citrus silk product.
Thank you, Carly. That was really nice, and thanks everybody. The recognizing the people in the field for achievements is absolutely one of the best things in this industry. Congratulations, everybody. I'm going to share my screen, so let me get going. There we go. Share. I know Stu right now is panicking because I'm not the most technological
It's a
individual
full-blown
here.
panic, David. It's a full-blown panic. You're doing great. You're doing
Stu, I
great.
did it. I did it here. Now let's get to the beginning. Okay,
Yay.
everybody. I just before I get started, just remember we came out with the DDP system, the first two products, glutathione, xanthamus, and then we also added moringa, which was absolutely extraordinary. And I wrote a book, 4 Seconds to Forever, and I said in the book that we're the inside out. You take products that work on your insides, which is your cells, and there's also the outside in, but we didn't have a product. We weren't prepared and to launch a product at that time. So I just be honestly just told people, just buy the best personal care products that you can, the most natural, the best, the ones that work the best for you, and that'll be your outside in product. Well, the famous last words, not anymore. I'm excited. Rick Bergam and his company, Pure Vibrance, has been digging deep for a long time, and we've created a personal relationship here. You'll get to know Rick more and more as time goes on, but he's an extraordinary partner. Social X now is launching our personal care, as you're here and you've already known about in the first product. We present our new personal care line today. So I'm just going to get my screen over there. You get over there. The ORS line, it's called, I call it the Organic Age Reversal System, OARS. It's ORS, similar to the DDP. And I'm not asking you. So this is a training. So I'm going to accentuate different points that I really think are important, but you'll get it. These products you are already using, they're just not the Pure Vibrance. It's not the Organic Age Reversal System. So we're working on transfer buy is when, hey, wait a second, I'm already using these products. I can stop buying them and I can get a daily routine upgraded. What does that mean? So everybody, let's step back. In your sink, personal care, your bathroom, why is your sink routine so random when your results depend on consistency? Think about that. If you're like most people, they have a toothpaste they grabbed on sale, a mouthwash that burns like it's approving something, a face serum they bought because a friend mentioned it. How many people can relate to that? A body care deodorant that depends on your mood, travel, or time, but I hope you use it. So if you already brush your teeth every day, use some kind of face product every day, gargle with mouthwash for freshness every day, have something you do for deodorant every day, then you're the perfect transfer buy candidate. Purchase the Pure Vibrance Social X products now because you're already doing the routine. I'm not going to ask you to do something new. I'm just asking you to upgrade what you already do. Think about that. That's the psychology that makes ORS, Organic Age Reversal System, unstoppable. That 4 product pack I'll talk to you about shortly. Because the biggest objection in wellness isn't cost, it's effort, it's time. And ORS sidesteps the effort, and you just transfer buying what you used to buying a system. So let's get started. This is my cloth. This is my sink routine, right? I got the Dove deodorant. I got the CeraVe personal skin. I got any toothpaste you could find that's on sale. and Listerine, or it doesn't matter to me. They're all the same to me, and I buy them. There it's and it's, so if we work for the face serum on a transfer buy, it's Citra-Silk. If we work on toothpaste, what you're buying, just like me, it's Oral Care. Rick Bergam, that Oral Care product toothpaste is absolutely amazing. When you see Rick, his teeth are white. It's an amazing product. The mouthwash, if you're using mouthwash, use Silver Waltz. And for the deodorant, it's Replenish Love. Now that's a fancy name, but that's the deodorant. So everybody, it's all about clean, nourish, rejuvenate, and repeat. That's what Rick taught us. You heard from Stu, so let's go back to Citra-Silk, the serum, the one that you're buying that's available now and for a limited time, and then it's out. And we'll be having our product in there. So what is it? It's a lightweight face and neck botanical serum. But look at the ingredients: aloe vera, jojoba oil, argan oil, sea buckthorn, blood orange, almond dulce, hydrovortex nano silver. Look, go look at your personal care, your facial serum. I can just guarantee you, it just doesn't compare. The product is so natural that you could swallow it. What you'll notice is your skin looks more vibrant. When Stu said you cup your hands, put some into your hands and then to your nose and suck in and just smell it. It's just amazing. It feels soothe conditions. It's a fast glow and it's an upgrade in the mirror. And you do it twice a day, 2 to 4 drops to your face and neck after cleansing. What makes it different? I'm not going to get deep into this. We'll have some special trainings and we have some videos online now, but those nutrients are paired with premium botanical nourishment with the human blueprint harmonic frequencies in your body. It's designed to support energy balance, helping what they call your biofield. You give off this electric field around you, and you feel more aligned and your skin looks more in tune. Again, cellular harmony, we know everything begins and ends at the cell. That's what the DDP system is all about. So by supporting the skin's barrier and the look of cellular integrity, Citra-Silk will help your skin function like it's supposed to. You'll notice it's deeper hydration, it's softer texture, it's more even looking tone, and it's fresher, ageless glow. So that product is available now. The Oral Care Paste is coming in February. We'll do the same thing. What is it? Key ingredients, what you notice. I'm not going to go into those today. February also, you'll have the Silver Waltz. That's the mouthwash, the clean finish. If oral care is the foundation, Silver Waltz is the reset. You just put it into your mouth, and it says you can swallow it. It's so clean and clear. Key ingredients, I'm not going to go over today. Replenish Love, the deodorant, coming soon. That's March. I'm just going to tell you, there's some interesting things about this product. It's not just the deodorant. It also, it helps your detox through your feet. If you put it, Rick says, on the arches of your feet at night. So anyway, key ingredients, amazing, clean, clear, beautiful, nothing toxic at all. And we'll talk about using that in March. So for everybody, the difference, most personal care is chemistry. You clean it, scrub it, you cover it, you strip it, then you repeat. Those are the products that I've been using. And ORS, Organic Age Reversal System, is chemistry and communication with these human blueprint frequencies that are in some of the ingredients that you're putting on your body to support your biofield alignment and cellular harmony. What can it feel like in real life? I love this. You feel centered, steady. Your face reads calmer. You're just more alive. Your body's in sync. And those are the 4 products. So the final thoughts for today: stop treating energy and aging like separate problems. We came out with Glutamist, Xanthamist, and Moringa. What did I say? Life begins and ends at the cell. So that's where your energy is. But how about aging? It's close. If we look at the products that transfer by the Pure Vibrance products that I just talked about, like separate problems, they're not separate problems. You have the mist for the inside out working at the cellular level. But the biggest organ, the largest organ in your body is your skin. So your skin, these products from Pure Vibrance that will be Social X shortly, work from the outside in. So you've got the inside out working at the cellular level, but your skin is the largest organ in your body, and your skin turns over every 25 to 38 days. The skin cells die and they're replenished. So you get the outside in with the personal care products, the inside out Moringa Mist, Xanthamist, and Glutamist working with your cells on the inside. It's absolutely game-changing. Listen to what I'm saying. There's nothing like this. You can't find it on the internet or anywhere. So stop treating it. We have the solution at Social X. No one has it. 1 protocol, 2 directions. Don't talk about individual products so much as the big picture is, look, we have the protocol. It's 1 protocol, 2 directions, meaning inside out and outside in. The DDP supports the inside. The Organic Age Reversal System upgrades the outside. Listen, you feel it when you do the mists. You see it when you do the personal care Pure Vibrance products. So everybody, I'd just like to share with you is, what do you do now? You buy the product. You buy the citrus silk, and then when the other products come, you'll learn, you'll accumulate, you'll daily, weekly, monthly, over the next 3 months, substitute, transfer, and buy this Pure Vibrance Social X products and let the other stuff go. Do a 90-day sync swap challenge just for yourself. Don't overthink it. But use all 4 products. Get the first one and start it as the Citrus Silk today if you're not already ordered it. Take a day 1 photo. I encourage you. At this event's over, take a day 1 photo and then take another photo every 30, 60, and then 90 day. Notice the difference. Notice how you feel. Notice how you look, how vibrant that is. Clean is what it removes. ORS is what it restores. 1 protocol, 2 directions. Collie, that's me. We're ready. I'm going to turn it back to you unless there's any questions.
Awesome. All right. Well, if anybody has any questions, please put them in the ask a question box. It's easier to find that way than in the chat because there's a lot of great chat going on. But if you put it in the ask a question, we won't miss it. And then we'll just come back to do the questions after our next speaker. How's that? All
Great.
right. So our next speaker I'm really excited about because let me just share my screen again. Here we go. Um, because I have known Fred Holmes for since 2017. So I was with the company, brought mangosteen to market. It got sold to the company that brought moringa to market, which is just so exciting. Anyway, I met a lot of great leaders over there at ZJ, including Pat Anderson, but one of them was Fred Holmes. And the thing about him is he is the most clear, concise, down to earth, simple explanation of anything. When he trains, everybody gets it. And you know what? The number one thing that we need to train on, of course, is how to get started in this business. You're brand new, onboarding. What do I do first? And Fred is going to tell us how we get started in our SocialX business. So, Fred Holmes, just 25K. I think it was your second month in the business. Unbelievable. But 40 years in this industry, not just an industry veteran, but you're going to agree with me, and not just a multi-million-dollar earner, but truly a master trainer. And it is a privilege to turn some time over to you, Fred, to tell us how to get started in this business.
Thank you, Collie. I appreciate you so much, and thanks for that introduction. I'm listening and I'm going, man, I want to meet that guy. Who is that guy? And so, folks, listen. I'm going to be pretty quick here this morning so we can stay on our timeline. But I got a lot of information to share with you. And first of all, I want to tell you who I'm going to speak to. All right, I'm going to speak to every single one of you that may be new in the network marketing industry, or maybe you've been around, you've been in different companies, whatever, and you never really achieved the level of success that you were looking for. I'm going to speak to those of you that have very, very high goals. And what your idea of a high goal is not necessarily somebody else's. Your idea of a high goal might be to make $1,000 a month. Is that achievable in our business with SocialX? Absolutely. Maybe you're looking to make $1,000 a week. Get something near a replacement income. That's achievable. There's some of you out there that want to go well beyond that and make $1,000 a day. And I know that's hard to believe, but everything that you can dream about is achievable to you in our SocialX opportunity. And I can say that because I've been able to experience all those levels of income, and I came out of retirement after several years to join this company. And so I want to share with you the experiences that I've had over my tenure in the industry, and to show you, to prove to you, so you believe it, that you can also achieve whatever it is that you desire here. And so, good news, you can do this too. And the reason I can say that, and I can guarantee that if you follow the things that I'm going to share with you, you can achieve this as well. And the reason I know that is because I did. Now, I'm not special. Yes, Collie shared some really kind and gracious things about me. And yes, they're all true. Okay, yes. However, 41 years ago, January of 1985, I know you're thinking, wow, Fred, you've been around 40 years. You must have started when you were 3 years old. And I did. I started when I was 3 years old. But 41 years ago, I was a cross-country truck driver. I didn't have anything particularly special about me that would indicate that I could achieve the kinds of things that I've done over the last several decades in this industry. I was a hardworking guy. That was it. And I had one major advantage, which was I had a reason to do this. My son was hitting school age. As every parent, I took seriously my responsibility to help my child become everything that he could be. And it became very obvious as he entered into school, I was going to be responsible for the cost, the financial resources for specialized educational resources he needed. The school district wasn't going to provide. And I also knew that I was going to need to have a lot of time freedom to be with him during those formative years. And what has happened since then, not only has this industry of network marketing provided everything that I desired for my son, I was just a guy that wanted to take care of my kid. But it's gone so far beyond that. and someday we'll get together and I'll share all the things that have happened, over my lifetime and help not just bless me, but so many other people. So what I want to do is I want to share with you the 3 things that you will need to be successful in this industry. And I grab your journal, folks. Don't waste this time. I've only got a few minutes, and I'm not bragging here, and I'm not being egotistical. The stuff I'm going to share with you is golden. It changed my life. Somebody shared this with me a long, long time ago, and I'm sharing it with you. Grab your journal, get your notes out, whatever it is you need to jot this down. Get your pen on turbo speed. All right, here we go. Here's your 3 criteria for success. Number 1, you got to be willing to work. You got to have good work ethics. Number 2, you got to be willing to learn. You need to be coachable. Don't try and figure the deal out. Trust me, we've already figured the deal out. Okay, be coachable. Number 3, have a burning desire to succeed. Folks, there's got to be a reason why you're going to do this. It is going to take time. It is going to take effort. It's not going to happen as fast as you like it to happen. But why do you need to be successful here? Because if your reason why you need to be successful is strong enough, it will carry you through the challenges. It will create good work ethics on your part. It will create coachability. I was always a hard worker. I was raised by a single mom. And all I know all my life is that she had, she always had a full-time job, a part-time job, and then there was a part-time job, during Christmas for those extra expenses, and then in the summer so you can pay for, Bible, getaway camp kind of thing. And I didn't know anything other than working hard. So that was an advantage to me. Now, when I started in this business, this is all I needed because I had the opportunity to see through the eyes of other people what could happen in this kind of business if you really wanted it. And so I knew that what they had in this kind of business, significant income and time freedom, flexibility in your day-to-day schedule so that you could decide what you were doing, not the boss deciding what you were doing. I knew that this is what I wanted. And all these were the questions I had, and they're probably the questions you've got too. Number 1, what do I do? Number 2, how do I do it? And number 3, will you help me? Will you help me? And see, that's where I started. All I cared about is tell me what I need to do. Tell me how to do it. And will you help me? So I'm going to share with you what we do. Again, in your notes, 3 things. We share our products. Number 2, we share our income opportunity. And number 3, we teach others to do the same. That's it, folks. The reason that people like me and I know Collie's story. Some of you don't know Collie's story. She was a single mom, all of a sudden became a single mom. She's got a couple of kids. She can't, there's no future for her. And she jumped into network marketing. All right. I was a truck driver, and there's so many stories of, professional people, doctors, lawyers, people like Pat Anderson, incredibly successful businesswoman. She didn't need more money. What did she need? Time, freedom, and residual income. Because the minute she stopped working, the money stopped coming in. Everybody that you see out there, they have the potential to be successful. So sharing our products, this is very simple, folks. You want to use the products, all right? Use the products and become a product of the product. The reason this is so important is that people communicate with feelings, not with words. You can talk all about, the incredible ingredients in the product, but if you've never experienced the results from the products, people aren't paying attention to the ingredients, but they are going to be affected by your personal story on the product. So, what do? Share the product, share the opportunity, teach others to do the same. How do we do it? Use the products. Now, I'm going to suggest to you that you use all the products all the time. Now, you may not be able to use all of our products right away, but use as many of them as your budget can justify. I learned a long time ago, use only the products you want to sell, right? Use only the products that you want to receive an income from. I have always been very congruent with the products. I mean, today I started my day with my Accelerate. Okay. Then I've got my Extreme Shake. I'm on my second Accelerate. I've already done both of today's shape and burns. Now, I don't recommend you all doing that protocol. I mean, unless you're a truck driver, all right? Truck drivers can handle it. You might want to back off that one a little bit. But you understand what I'm saying. I'm using all the products because I can share my personal story, my personal testimony, my personal experience on every single one of these products. And people know whether or not the products are for them, they know the products work because I can share that personally. So what's the second thing we do? We talk to people. That's it. We share or we use the products, and then we talk to people. Now, you're going to need to have people to talk to. And this is where, write this in your notes, big, bold, capital letters, make a list. The novice or amateur network marketer has all those names up here. The professional network marketer has names written down on paper. Now, how many names do you need? As many as you can get. Okay. Make a note. Look for a memory jogger. A memory jogger is a simple little tool. It's just a, paper and pencil tool that will help you create a much larger list than you will immediately think about in your mind. But what do you need to start with? Just a handful. I always, sure, you can put average person by the time they hit 30 years of age knows between 200 and 300 people by their first name. Okay, so forget that, I don't know that many people. Everybody knows people. They're just not people that have come to the front of your mind. So use a memory jogger. But how many do you need to start with? A handful. I tell people start with, 5 or 10 names. People that would use our products. And who can use our products? Everybody that's still breathing. As great as our products are, we have not yet been able to bring anybody back from the dead. Okay, so that group, now, best of my knowledge, it's probably only happened once in 2,000 years. Okay, so I'm not saying our products are going to bring people back from the dead, but if they're still breathing, every single person can use our products. Our job is not to determine if they want to. Our job is to share the products with them and let them decide whether or not they want to use them. Now, talking to people, same thing. We're going to talk about our products. We're going to talk about our opportunity. How many people do you need to talk to about the opportunity? There's going to be many, many people that you can't even think about. Let's start with 5 or 10. Who do you know would like to make more money? Who do you know would like more free time? Who do you know would like more fun? One of the reasons I came out of retirement to join Social X is because this business is fun. I love working with people. I love seeing the changes when they start losing weight and feeling better and their health's improving and now their finances are improving. This is fun. This is exciting. Imagine waking up every morning and thinking, man, I'm glad I get to go to work today. Okay, see, I never really had that experience before until I got involved in network marketing. Now, what we do again, we use the products, we talk to people, generate a list. Finally, what do you do when you're talking to these people? You share the stories. Share the stories, yours and others. Share the stories of people's results on the products. Share the stories of people's results in the business. And I'm going to teach you how to do that right now because there is a system. There is a system that we use to do this. And I want you to make a quick note in your notes. Okay. Systems are duplicatable by the masses. Systems are duplicatable. People are not. And some of you have really highly developed skill sets in speaking and persuasion and sales and what have you. I'm going to tell you, stifle yourself. All right. Get over it. Don't be that special person because that's not duplicatable by the masses. Our business is made up of the 95 percenters of the world, not the special few at the top. This network marketing is the greatest opportunity in the world because it's universal, because it's the only place that true entrepreneurism is available in the world to people that don't have specialized knowledge, training, skill sets, and all the other demographic things that require you to be in that top 5% of earners. So here's the system. This is one of the most important things I'm going to share with you today. 3 steps in our system, write them in your notes. Number 1, the invitation. And make a note. This is inviting people to look. That's it. We're just asking people to take a look. That first step of invitation, that's what you do. Okay? That becomes your, engagement in this process. You invite people to take a look at our products. You invite people to take a look at our opportunity. Step number 2 is the presentation. And think about it for a minute. If you invite somebody to hear about our products, they're going to expect you. They say, yeah, sure, I'll listen to you. What do you got to say? They want you to then do a presentation on the products. If you ask them to look at the business, they're going to say, sure, I'll look at what you got. I'm always open-minded. Tell me what you got. And they're expecting you to do the presentation. Put this in your notes. Step 2 is presentation. You don't do this. That's not your job. Okay? We can't fire you if you try and do it. You're going to fire yourself because it doesn't work. You cannot present the products or the opportunity good enough for some people. All right? And if you were, it's not duplicatable by the masses. So the system works this way. When it comes to the presentation, don't you do it. Let the tools do it. We've got videos. We've got videos that talk about our business, videos that talk about our products. We've got, as you just heard the announcements, Tuesday nights, we're going to have an ongoing business presentation where you can invite people to take a look and let others do the presentation. You don't have to do that. Thursday night, we're going to be kicking off our product education series, with Pat Anderson. And there's nobody better than Pat. She's awesome. You get people on that broadcast, they're going to want to buy the products. That's the presentation. Use tools. Now, the third component of the system, you can abbreviate it by saying, don't do it alone. All right. The third step in the system is validation. Validation means somebody besides you telling the story, documenting that the products are effective, documenting that the business works. 3-step system: invitation, that's what you do; presentation, that's what the tools do; validation, that's what somebody else does. Typically, it's your sponsor or one of your upline. Fortunately, I've been around long enough. I have some of my downline people doing that validation. But yes, I still do this myself. When I'm prospecting, and people think, oh, well, it's easy for, people like Fred Holmes or Colley or, to be able to, recruit because they've done so much, they've made so much money. It's harder for us to recruit. People don't believe that they can achieve what we've done. Honestly, I have a hard time believing the kind of money I've made, the things I've done in the last 40 years in this industry. So oftentimes I will use one of the people that I've sponsored to share their story because it's a lot more, believable or achievable to the average person. So we've talked a little bit about what you need to be successful: willing to work, willing to learn, burning desire to succeed. We've talked about what do you need to know and how do you do it. What you need to do is you need to share the products, you need to share the opportunity, and you need to teach others to do the same, to duplicate what you're doing. How do you do it? Use the products, all the products every day, or as much as you can. Be sure to talk to people. That's the only way. That's what we do. That's what the company pays us so much to do, is simply talk to people. And the number 3, Share the stories of people. Don't try and be an expert on the comp plan. I've got the comp plan printed. It's sitting right in front of me on the whiteboard in front of my desk because I still haven't figured out the comp plan. Okay. Other than it's making me a lot of money already, right? But, don't be an expert on any of that stuff. Share the stories of people that have achieved results with our products or achieve results in our business. Follow the system. Invitation, that's what you do. Presentation, that's what the tools do. And validation, get somebody else to do this. Now, I got 2 more bonus tracks for you, and I'm going to do this really quick. You want to build a story, folks? Real simple. Start out today and go get your first 3 customers, hit manager 3. And I'm not going to go through the numbers, but literally, the average order cart that I'm seeing in my organization is running about $150. Okay. You get those 3 customers, the commissions you make off those orders, plus that first manager 3 bonus of $50, you've made over $150. Do that in a week. You've made over $150 your first week. That's a story. And do not compare that 1 week's fast start story to, some of the kinds of incomes you're hearing already people making in Social X. The people that you talk to will be amazed. Who do you know wouldn't like an extra $150 this week? I mean, if you want a better story, go get 3 customers today, right? Then go manager 7, the next major rank advancement. If you become manager 7, get 7 people based on the average order cart that I'm seeing and the $200 bonus that you get at manager 7, you've made over $450. Do that in a week, and you've got a 1 week story in your new business of making over $450, and you will get people's attention. I guarantee it. Last bonus track. Don't do this alone. This is a team sport. I had an advantage that I haven't shared with you yet. It's a secret. When I first started in network marketing, my very first company, my very first personal sponsor was already $1 million earner. And what I knew is that he knew what to do. He knew how to do it. And I knew he was going to help me because I'm not just a dumb truck driver, right? I figured this deal out. He wasn't going to make any money off of me if I wasn't successful. Folks, some of you, we're moving so fast here. Some of you are being sponsored by people that have literally 24 hours more experience in network marketing than you do. Okay. They want to help you, but they may not have all of the skills, knowledge, information, what have you. Something else I can tell you. Every single one of you that is on this broadcast right now, and every one of you that is listening to the recording, there is somebody somewhere in your upline that has already been $1 million earner in network marketing. You decide what are your goals, and you go find the people who have already demonstrated they know how to achieve those goals because they're waiting for you to call them. They're waiting to help you. So with that, hopefully that was helpful to you folks. I hope that you are even a small percentage as excited as I am about your future with this company, because this will be the greatest thing that I've done, fourth build in the industry, and the greatest thing that I've done in 40 years in this industry. And so I'm going to turn this right back over to Carly. Thank you very much, folks. Hope that was helpful.
Awesome. Awesome, Fred. Thank you so much. It is so simple. This is the simple, easiest business ever. And some people, they think it's hard because, there's a lot of work to be involved, but I used to climb telephone poles for a living. I was the
I did that once before too.
I was the first female telephone installer at the phone company in Arizona. I climbed in attics in Phoenix, Arizona in the summer when it was 175 degrees in the attic to fish walls that was hard work. Now I sit in my air-conditioned office. I'm on a little bouncy exercise ball from my office chair, and I just sit and talk to amazing people. I love what I do. It is so easy, so fun, and I'm so grateful that somebody introduced this industry to me 36 years ago. So thank you so much, Fred. There's some questions in the chat. I've got some closing comments I'd like to make, but yes, I wanted to bring Stu back on just because a lot of people are asking. There was somebody in the chat that from Canada, and there's somebody from Europe, and of course the US. Stu, do you have an update for us on when the citrus silk is going to ship?
I do, I do. And I'll tell you that right now, but first I have to say I never drove truck. And I've drove trucks, but never for a living, and I never climbed telephone poles. And I'm feeling like Fred, she's got both of us beat. But I did work at Wendy's hamburger stand when I was 16 and got fired because they couldn't teach me how to mop. Then I begged for a job at the gas station across the street because I didn't want to go home and tell my parents I got fired. It was a gas station, and I was like, I could pump gas. They could teach me how to change oil. As long as I don't have to mop, I'll be fine. Went home and told my parents I got promoted to the oil industry. And then 3 weeks later, they pulled out the mops and buckets, and I quit. And that was my last job. I was 16. Now I'm 60. Haven't had a job since. So I can't beat the telephone pole thing, though, Fred. I just got to be honest. That's nuts. Yeah, Collie. So here it is. Everyone that ordered already in America, I believe as of yesterday, it's already shipped to you. If not, it will ship by Monday, but I believe it's already all shipped. And I've been watching the shopping cart go up like crazy during this right now. A bunch of you are ordering. If you're ordering in America today or over the weekend, it should ship Monday. Okay, so we're there until it runs out. And then there was only so many bottles sent to Canada. They'll be receiving them this next week in the warehouse there, and then they'll ship pretty much the next day. So there's a good chance yours will ship out by the end of the week, and then Europe will be the week after. And there's only so many bottles there too. So there's two things going on here. It's first come, first serve. You know, if you, as a matter of fact, some people may end up getting a refund. I just want you all to know that right now. If you're, I'm not, I don't want to spook anybody. I don't ever want high pressure. I don't want like, oh, they blink 3 times, go for the throat, like they teach in sales and stuff. It's not like that. It's that we only had 756 bottles. I truly believe the only reason why they're not all gone is we flubbed the recording last week. So 90% of the people aren't getting to hear about it really till today. Okay. So in America, order it now. I would do it right away. Should ship to you by Monday. And then next week, Canada should ship. And the week after should be Europe. Either way, even if it takes a few extra days or whatever, get one because the next time we'll be selling the product is March. Right? You don't want to wait till March to order. You want to do it now. And if some people order and we run out, we're simply going to just have to refund. That's all we can do right now. So yeah, Cully, that's the update. And Fred, great job. David, phenomenal job. I was watching David and I was thinking, who wouldn't buy that? You'd have to be like double dumb. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't say that. A really famous guy years ago used to say that helped train me and stuff. And I always said, calling people double dumb, that's a terrible thing. But now I understand what he meant. Like, if you're not gonna do this, what's wrong? It makes no sense, right? So great job, Fred. That was good stuff. I got a bunch of notes from that. And Collie, as always, appreciate you. And yeah, I'll turn it over to you and let you close it out.
Awesome. And before I close it out, I've got 2 other people I'd like to just answer the questions. So there were a lot of questions in the chat about product. Will it help with this? Will it help with that? Will it help with the other thing? And of course, we always have to be careful about, disclaimers. We can't, make claims. But David, I know you've kind of looked at the chat. So just as a general overview, when people are asking for this, that, and the other thing, my answer is always ask ChatGPT or ask Google or ask Siri or ask whatever health benefits of, or, will this product help? And if you do a link to our product, ChatGPT will look at the product, look at the ingredients, and then be able to answer your questions even better. But David, can you just give us your answer to people who are wondering if the citrus silk can help with the various things that people have asked about in the chat? And you're muted.
You're muted, David.
My day's not complete until David's muted. I was so proud of him. He turned off his share screen earlier.
Okay,
I was like,
there we
David, I don't
go.
get to give him a bad time this week. But now that he's talking muted, we're back.
I would just say, Collie, and that's a great question, is these products are unlike anything you've imagined. If you go read and you go online, you'll read the ingredients. you go, where's that other stuff they usually that they say is kind of not good for me or whatever. But I just to answer your question, the get the product. There's a 60-day money back guarantee. I don't know specifically, that every individual's body's different, your skin's different, etc. But you've got to start somewhere, and I would just order the product, use it. It's doing things that I can't even say on here because they're not compliant. It's just the absolutely phenomenal experience. And if for some reason you're one of the few that something doesn't work, or it irritates your skin or whatever, just send it back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, David. And I have a question for Fred because this came up in the chat, and boy, I think a lot of people can relate to this. Mike in the chat, when Fred, when you were speaking, he said he's talking to me. I've been failing and failing, but I've been learning along the way. It's my time to succeed. I would love for you to respond to that.
Yeah, who said that?
Mike C.
Okay, Mike, here's the thing. If you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you can't. One of the things that's always disturbing in this industry is when people say, oh, I made $1 million. You can do it too. It's fun. It's easy. It's simple. It doesn't take any work, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let me tell you the real truth, Michael. Michael, right? Is it Mike C? Michael?
Yep.
Mike. All right. It's going to take longer than you want it to. Okay. It's going to be harder than you thought it would be. But if you commit 36 months, and there's a reason why I say 36 months, because every company that I've made $1 million or more in, I committed 36 months. And when those 36 months were done, I had the puppy locked in. I couldn't destroy it. My income kept going up and up and up as my time off kept going up and up and up. Okay. And if you think about it, most people will spend 4 years in college. And I did go to college. I hated it. I was a terrible student. And that's why I became a truck driver with a college education. Most people spend 4 years getting a college education so they can get out and get a job that doesn't even allow them to have more than an apartment and a used car.
Wow.
Be willing to pay the price. You can do it. If you look at some of the people that have become successful in this industry, you're going to go, thank goodness for multi-level marketing, because they'd never be successful at anything else. I mean, Stu, he just put that like this. I mean, I had one friend of mine say, I think all the big shots in multi-level, they're basically the misfit toys.
Yep.
Right? And we are. Okay. So if you happen to be a regular guy, as long as you got those three things, willing to work, willing to learn, burning desire to succeed, as long as you got those three things, you got a leg up on us. Okay. I am unhireable. I am unemployable. Nobody would have, honestly, unless it was sponsoring me in network marketing, I don't think I'd ask me to do a job of anything. Mike, this is your time. All right. This is your company. This is the reason I'm here. I was about to say, it's not because of the money I'm going to make. Trust me, I'm going to make a ton of money, and I'm going to enjoy that money. Okay. Yes, I'm going to make a lot of money. But the reason I'm here is because this company, under this leadership, with these people that are running this company, and the comp plan we have, the products we have, this is something that will be my legacy. People like you, Mike, that I will be able to show the path. 36 months, work one day, a day at a time for 36 months. And I guarantee you, 36 months from now, you will have bought your future. Just be willing to pay the price. Okay. Thank you. That was probably more you needed to hear.
I love it. And other people said you were talking to them as well. So that's for every single one of you on the line live. And it's for every single one of you watching this recording who wonders if you can do it. So my final remarks would just simply be this. My secret in this industry, people ask me, what's your secret to success? Well, my secret is to never try to be the authority, right? Because I did not go to college. I do not have any kind of a degree. I'm not a product expert. I certainly never made money before network marketing. But what I was willing to do was listen, learn, and then do what they told me to do, right? So Fred told you what to do. We got to show the product, show the opportunity. Now, some people are afraid to, they don't know what to say, right? Okay, here's all you do. My secret to success has been using the opinion approach. My secret is getting every brand new person off to a fast start in the first 30 days using the opinion approach. It simply means this. If I'm brand new, I'm excited about what I've just seen and heard, and I maybe I've even tried some products by now, but I have no experience. I haven't made the money yet. I don't really know if these products are that great, right? I'm just starting to try them. I just heard and it sounds good. So some people say, well, I can't sell something that I don't believe in. I agree. Thank you for that because nobody should, right? But I can share somebody and give somebody the opportunity to try something to evaluate with a 60-day money back guarantee because that's all I'm doing too. And so rather than wait till I get a personal experience, which I may or may not, because not everybody does, especially not right away, right? Um, if I have 10 of my friends try the product with me, and I call up my friends and I say, hey, there's this new product that just launched. It sounds amazing. Everyone's talking about it. It's all the buzz, and this is what I've heard about it. I just ordered some. You should order some too. Let's try it together. Um, if I'm brand new in the company, then I'm doing that with the whole company and the opportunity. And I've heard this, and some people are making some good money, and I've been given an opportunity to work with $1 million earners. Every one of you have the opportunity to work with $1 million earners. And anyone you bring into the business has that same opportunity. So that's a huge invitation. So use the opinion approach. If you've been in this company for 10 years, we have a new product. So it's when you first get started, you use it, and you have people come over, you go to their house. Get your bottle and then drive around and go from home to home to home. Just call people, say, I'm just coming over for 5 minutes. I'm just going to stop by your house for 5 minutes. You stop by and knock on the door, whatever, maybe take them a little sample of something or whatever, but squirt, 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 right? And it's mist, mist, mist. So if you're brand new, if you want to get the DDP system and the Silk product, because now you can let people try them all instantly. So all they're going to get from the mist is to see what the flavor tastes like, right? To see the experience. That's huge, though. We're giving them the experience of, wow, really? And you're telling them how within 4 seconds, these nutrients are headed to the bloodstream. Within 15 seconds, it's in the liver. Within 2 minutes, it's in all your organs. Wow. And so you're letting people try them, and they're kind of feeling and imagining this magic happening in the body, which is incredible. And then we squirt, squirt, squirt. And so I just, oh, this is really,
Oh, special.
it's amazing. And you just,
How did you get yours?
oh. Okay.
Mine's delivered is on Monday. How'd you get yours?
It's
Well,
Collie.
you
We
gotta
wouldn't
know
have
someone.
it if it wasn't for Collie, Fred. Fred,
Okay,
Collie's,
all right.
Collie's the one that beat me up and got me to listen to Rick in the first place. Her and Pat, they teamed up on me and all that. So when my bottle got sent, Collie got one sent to her too. But Collie, I don't want to interrupt you, but I do want to say what Fred just said, that's the stuff. What Collie just said, that's the stuff. Although, Collie, I'm going to add to one thing. You said you can work with $1 million earners here. That's what you said. And then immediately I was thinking, it's only part of the story. You can have $1 million earners working for you. Think about this, everybody. On Tuesday night, it's going to be me. It's Collie. It's Fred. It's Reed, right? It's Pat. It's all of a bunch of other leaders are going to be doing the presentations on Tuesday night for you all. Those are $1 million earners working for you, right? And then Thursday night, the best of the best. Who got pumped up and jacked up listening to David talk about toothpaste, deodorant, and mouthwash? That's when the double dumb thing came into my head. I'm like, listen to David. I'm like, you'd have to be double dumb not to do this, right? So the thing is, listen, I don't want to hype this up. I don't want to get like too excited, but I want you to know I've seen this before and not just once. I've seen it more than once, a couple of times in my life where next thing I know, it's ballistic and it's crazy. This is it. There's never going to be another 12 months like this next 12 months, right? You've got $1 million earners working for you. You've got the best of the best explaining about the products on Thursday nights. Fill the Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. We can hold thousands on there. Let us do all that work for you. But here's the key, everybody. The number one thing everybody said on this Zoom today is just do it. Believe in yourself and go do it. Give it 36 months, right? What if it did take all of that 36 months? That's better than working hard for 40 years and retiring on half of what you couldn't live on in the first place, right? It's a whole different mindset. And listen, I am that kid in high school that had straight F's. one semester, straight F's. It was nuts. My parents were like, what's wrong with this scenario, right? And I was like, nothing, I'm bored. I'm bored out of my mind. Next thing I know, I get out of my 3 days of college and think, what am I going to do with my life? Thank God for network marketing. Thank God for it. Because that's what changed everything for me. So listen, Collie, I'm going to turn it back over to you to reclose it back out, but I couldn't not say that because let the millionaires do the work for you, not just with you. Okay? Okay, go ahead, Collie.
Absolutely. And that's what we're all here for. And just remember, you're going to use our stories until you get your own story. And the only difference between $1 million earner and some of those of you, I just saw another in the chat, like you've been out for a while and now you want to come back and how do we do it? The only difference is we've talked to more people than you have. That's it. And so you just need to talk to more people. So again, I'm either going to have a home party and invite everyone I know here to try the products, or I'm going to make a list of all those people that locally, and I'm going to drive around from house to house and just call them all and say, hey, are you going to be home Saturday afternoon about 3 o'clock? I've got something I want you to try. I just want to stop by for 5 minutes. And I'm going to go stop by and I'm just going to, I mean, how long will it take you? 2, 3 hours to drive around and see everybody that you know? Or once again, have a home party and have them come to you. But when people try the product, they're going to want to buy the product, especially with a 60-day money back guarantee. This is not going to last that long. And by the way, I ordered more. So yes, I got this like a month ago. Sorry, Fred.
Hey,
But
David, Collie, Dave, now that you got me in trouble on the Zip, no, David's chomping at the bit to say something, but
Oh, yeah.
I want to just respond to one question, David, if it's okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said, why did Stewart start the company? It's iPhone 48. I don't know who that person is, but why did Stu start the company? I tell associates all the time, you don't know how blessed you are to not have to own a company or and just get to be an associate and let us worry about all the headaches. I'm not a businessman that started this company for profit. I'm a business guy that's really a network marketer that just wanted a safe place to work where the owners wouldn't do anything crazy to us, where the products would never get cheapened, the comp plan would never get taken away, and the owners know that without you, we have nothing, right? So the reason why I started the company is just to have a safe place to be a network marketer. That was it. But David, go ahead. I know you were
Oh,
chomping.
I just, you gotta remember your place in time. And this time right now, we have the most unique and compelling technology in our products. We've got a lead time on the competitors, and the channel of distribution the company chose is you. That's the partnership. There's never been anything like these two products from the inside out, the DDP and the uh, Pure Vibrance products, the personal care products from the inside, from the outside in. It's just amazing. So when people say, will it do something for me? It, it it will work in your cells. It could do things you have never seen. And that's what I say. Remember your point in time today. So
Hey, everybody. I know this is like the most giant interruption session I've ever been a part of, but you don't understand who David is, most of you. I've known him for 20 years, decades. He's royalty. He's literally royalty, not just in our industry, but in life. I mean, the man has taken two companies public, rung the New York Stock Exchange bell, been on stage with presidents, helped Tony Robbins get his start. It could like there's no time to go over the bio, right? I mean, it's just too much, and he knows how to recognize not just the right opportunity, but the right time, the
yeah.
right time. And he calls me almost every day. Hey, Stu, how's it feel to be where we're at? This is what we've been waiting. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. And he just makes me chuckle, right? Because I know he knows, and I know and I'm so grateful that we're where we're at. So, okay, really, Collie, now I'm turning it back over to you. I'm so sorry, but thank you, David. Love you, buddy.
Thank you.
all right. Well, thanks everybody. We could just go on and on. Lots of questions are still coming in, but guess what? This is a journey. We don't have to cover it all today. You're going to learn more and more about these amazing products. What I love about these new personal care products we're bringing in is we all use them. but we're all using garbage. I don't know if anybody knows the toothpaste. If you look on the back, there's a warning label that says, do not swallow this. If you accidentally swallow more than a pea size, contact your poison control center immediately. And you know what? There's no warning label on our toothpaste. And the same thing with a lot the other personal care products. There's a lot of companies that have products with ingredients in them that are on what I call the deadly dozen list of the worst chemicals that you could possibly use because they're cheaper. So not only do we have a clean product line coming in, but it's so much more than that. There are other great companies in this industry, direct sales and network marketing, that offer clean solutions. That's what we do. But there's nobody that is offering clean personal care products with nutrients that are delivered with that same kind of technology absorbed into the body, into the skin, headed to the new. It's just incredible. So we're so excited about the future of this company. And I just want all of you to know that order your product today if you haven't already ordered it. And if you want an extra one to share, because you should, order one for yourself to personally use, order at least one extra. And for those of you, if you're on Smart Ship right now, you get the Smart Ship. You don't have to put it on Smart Ship to get the Smart Ship price. Just log into your back office right now. If you've got 3 products, then you're eligible for 30% off just on one bottle if you want to order it now. But make sure you have at least 2, because you're not going to want to sample your personal one. You're going to want to use that every day. So you need to have an extra one for sampling. Anyway, somebody asked about the compensation plan. It's in the back office. Log into your back office. You'll see the comp plan. There's a single page document, and then there's the entire comp plan document. So you can learn more about the compensation plan. Some people asking about how do they get in touch with their team members? If you log into your back office and you go to your genealogy, you'll see your personally enrolled members and their contact information is there. So many more questions. We have so much more to share. So tune in next month, the second Saturday in February. We will have more information. We might even have more products launching and more other really cool things. So tune in. But in the meantime, get your product, have enough extra to share, and spend the next 30 days sharing with people, letting them experience in themselves, and watch your business grow. Thank you, everyone, for your time here today. It's the most valuable thing that you can contribute, and we're really grateful that you're here. And we really hope that you take some of the messages that were here to heart and go out and share the message with others. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, have a
Pump,
great
pump,
weekend.
pump.
Good to see you guys.
Pump, pump, pump.
Ladies.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Bye.